Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they had that one contained right at the line. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that gain. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Up and good from Fairbairn. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. Has his man, it's Swift. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Play made by E.J. Speed. Working quickly here. Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Williams to throw on 1st. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that's one of those cases, and we see it at every level. He simply took off before he got full possession, and that's simply a drop.
He's got him, that's Swift. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working from the gun, Williams. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Swift gets it, going left. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. This one finds Taylor. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, Richardson. Finds Woods. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's going to keep it this time. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that 1st by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
19 Tiger.
1st down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. Richardson now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He's off to the races. And the Bears get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. 2nd and 3 now. From the 46. This finds Carter complete. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, here's Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got more. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Buys time, rolling right.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Williams from the gun. That's into the hands of Moore. And this one doesn't go far. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Carney's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
First down throw by Williams. He puts everything behind this one. Going for Allen, and it's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Second down carry for Taylor. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Got 5, and now it's going to be third down and 3. Taylor again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. How about 19 yards on fourth down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Trying an option play, headed left. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be second and 1. Throwing from the gun. He brings it in. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Taylor. Only a yard that time, and now it's second and goal from the 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got...
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Colts start the second half with some needed points. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They send a man in motion. Here's Swift on 2nd down. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Juju Brents with a stop. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Well, let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Staying grounded with Swift. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up here. He's back to throw. That's caught beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down. One in behind center with Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Bears pushing to get within range for a game winner. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. To throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Setting up to pass. Has the connection to Odunze. And this one does not go far. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here he is to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Colts have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. He'll look to throw it. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. We've got 2nd down. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. the pistol, Williams. He fires one deep down the middle. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So second down coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. Komet brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Chicago first down. Williams to throw. Catch made by Allen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 34. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. That's going to be caught by Carter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Trying to set this up quick. From the 18 on second down. On the move, headed right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
With discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Now to throw. Pass caught by Adunze. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Now here's Williams. Getting out to his left. And they take this in for the score. The Bears break the tie and go up by 6. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on. 18, 5 in. Ready.
Now he gets a shot here in overtime. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw it. He lofts it deep left. That's grabbed inside the 30. With only 6 seconds remaining in overtime, we get a timeout here. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Richardson bails out of the pocket quick. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. So the Bears take this one on the road. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock.